One. Welcome, one and all video game aficionados, to the StutterBullet gaming channel, and today we are taking 3 Raid Spec vehicles around the quarry. The first vehicle we have is the Mini Countryman All-4 Racing. It has 329 brake horsepower, 296 foot-pounds of torque, and 3,511 pounds of weight. It seems very heavy for the amount of horsepower and weight that it has. It seems to have a very low amount of horsepower and a very, very low amount of torque for the type of vehicle it is. But I'm hoping that the handling will be able to make this thing pull through like a rocket and go through the corners like a rocket. That's how you say rocket in America. Okay, on to the next car. The next vehicle we have is the 2013 Nissan 370Z or Z34. It has about 398 brake horsepower, 312 foot-pounds of torque, and weighs 3,716 pounds. This only has a little bit more horsepower and a little bit more torque than the Mini Cooper, but it does have a little bit more weight also. So 200 pounds, I don't think the amount of horsepower and torque that this was given extra over the Mini Cooper will allow it to pull ahead of the Mini Cooper. I feel like the Mini Cooper is going to handle better also due to the less amount of weight than the Nissan 370Z. But we shall have to see how these two compare to the next car. On to the next car then. The next car we have today is the Nissan Skyline GT-R R34. It has 408 brake horsepower, 329 foot-pounds of torque, and 3,904 pounds of weight. It's a little bit better than the Nissan 370Z in horsepower and a little bit better in torque, but it's another extra 200 pounds of weight. I have a feeling that I feel like this is going to come in third. The 370Z is going to come in second, or the Mini Cooper is going to come in first. Or it's going to be the completely other way around, with this GTR in first because of the more horsepower, the Mini Cooper in last because of the least horsepower. But I always think that the 370Z is going to be the one that stays in the middle. We shall have to find out. I will see you at the other end of the quarry. Welcome to the beginning of the quarry, ladies and gentlemen, and here I have the Mini Cooper. Let's see how this predetermined handling beast will do. 3, 2, 1, go. I wouldn't be surprised if this has pretty good acceleration too, because of the less amount of weight compared to the others. It does have about, 400 pounds down on the Nissan Skyline. If it had the horsepower of the Nissan Skyline though, I'm absolutely sure it would win. But as you can see right here, you can just see it right now, just going through the straights. It's just sort of, I don't really feel like giving up my all through the straights is what I feel like this vehicle is telling me right now. But as you can see, since we're not really going that fast in the straights, it appears to have quite a lot of speed through the corners, just gripping. These Raid Spec vehicles are heavier set vehicles anyways, so to ask them to compare to the speed of the Dirt Spec vehicles is not, including on places like this. The speed of the Dirt Spec vehicles reigns supreme in places like this. But yeah, the Raid vehicles should be able to hold their own over the jumps. It seems like their suspension would do much better than the Dirt. But you don't know. Well, I don't know and we don't know. Only the developers know. The developers know all. They are the almighty. Unfortunately, the developers are the almighty in games, and they make the decisions. Well, actually, no, the people above them make the decisions, but they put it all out. It's sort of sad, really, that you can't have a community. I wish you could gather a professional developing team, go to a company, and have the community design a game. Design and produce a game. That would be so good. Although it'd probably take a very long time to make if they made it in the quality of GTA 5. Yes. I have a feeling I would love the crew if it was simulator-based handling, but it's not. If it had all these silly parts and stuff, and it had all the rankings and stuff, and how the game mechanics work, I would have been fine with that. But if they had changed the handling files and stuff, and how the physics work in this game, to be more Forza or Gran Turismo-ish, I would have liked it much better. Actually given the off-road less of a Gran Turismo style and more of a dirt rally. Give it a dirt rally style, that would have been awesome. Made the flappy paddles available to use on my controller because of the fact that one of the stinking keyboard control options that is locked, you can't change it, and that happens to be the flappy paddle on this. And since this isn't designed for it's the flappy paddle because this is not meant for to be on the computer. So it's reading my wheel like it's a keyboard, not a wheel. Even though the axis and stuff works, it probably thinks it's just a PlayStation controller or something. Okay. Oh wow. I was stopping the time and I just ran straight into a tree. On to the next car. This handled very well, by the way. Handled nicely. Although I felt like the speed was a little bit underwhelming. Okay, sorry. On to the next car. Welcome back to the other side of the track, ladies and gentlemen, and here I have the Nissan 370Z. It appears that this thing is going to do better over the jumps than the Mini Cooper because of its larger tires. No, I'm kidding. That's not how that works at all. But I don't know. Maybe this will go faster than the Mini Cooper because of the slighter, like slight. When I say slight, I mean slightly more horsepower. But other than that, I don't really think so. Cool little GPS on the dash, by the way. 3, 2, it's not the GPS. 1, it's just a speedometer and rev meter. Still looks really cool though. I honestly would like to play this game without all this stuff on the board and just go it by ear of the little speedometer down there that's going in kilometers, which is a little bit annoying. Don't know why it's going in kilometers and not mph, considering that this game is set in the USA. Seems like it would be going mph. Oh well. This feels a little bit oversteer around the corners, not as good through the corners as the Mini Cooper, but it does feel like it has much better straight line speed. Like it's just pushing it more through the corners. Actually, no, not really. I think it just feels sort of slow. Like even slower than a street car, jeez. Sport, there's a street. No, it's street. Don't know why I was thinking sport. Ooh. Nice. Yes, but this feels... What is that black bar part of the window? I can't remember if that was there before or after the jump. It was there before the jump, wasn't it? I think so. Am I losing my mind? Probably. I think I already have. Yeah. Oh, no, that wasn't a good evil. That wasn't a good I lost my mind laugh at all. How can I do a good one? I think that was fun. I think that was a good evil laugh. What are you guys? Do you think that was a good evil laugh? Tell me in the comments. Okay, well, this vehicle does appear to, This Nissan does appear to have... Oh, that was pretty bad at that corner. I let off the gas out of it. That's not good. It does appear to have very... Okay, so it has better... I'm gonna say, I think it has better speed than the Mini Cooper. But through the corners, it's not going faster. Yeah, it's not going faster through the corners. seems to have a lot less grip. It seems to be oversteering and understeering towards the side a lot. Mostly understeering. Understeering that goes into oversteer. Yeah, there you go. But other than that, it just doesn't appear to be really holding its own against the Mini. Mini appears to be handling mucho better. Mucho better. But yes, other than that, this does appear pretty fast in its own right, but not fast enough. Like against something like Cadillac Escalade, it might not win. Cadillac Escalade has quite a lot of horsepower, even though it's almost double the weight of that. Yeah. Oh, well, we're coming to the finish anyways, so. Okay. On to the next car. Welcome to the other end of the quarry, ladies and gentlemen, and here I have the Nissan Skyline. Let's see how it can do. I have a feeling that this is going to go faster than the 370 though, because of the fact that it has more horsepower. And the 370 didn't do too well in the last match. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm not taking back my original guess that the Nissan Skyline will be last. I think it's going to come second. I don't think it's going to beat the Mini. The Mini just handled too good. Although this is definitely all-wheel drive. I'm not sure how the handling on it will be though. It does appear to be nice, although it's definitely getting a lot more straight line speed than the 370 and the Mini. It's actually starting to feel a little bit like a dirt vehicle, which is good. That means it actually has a lot of speed. So yes, I think this might actually beat the Mini now. With all of this speed, it might actually beat the Mini, and it doesn't appear to be too bad through the corners either. I don't think it handles as well through the corners as the Mini, but I think it does handle through the corners very well. Maybe the Mini's handling won't be able to trump this thing's speed. That's a possibility. I sort of like the Mini, so I hope not. But yes, this is gonna be the last three-car raid episode, because of the fact that I have 4 cars left to do a Raid Spec. 2 bikes and Hummer, and then the rough 3400. The rough 3400 and the Hummer are going to be in one video, but the 2 bikes are going to be in the last video. So yes, it'll be Hummer versus rough 3400K. Or is it RT? Is it the R? I can't remember. Rough doesn't really have very good names for the vehicles. Yes, but it'll be there will be 2 cars per those 2 episodes, because I don't really want to make a episode with just one vehicle, because there's nothing for it to compete against. So those episodes will be shorter. But yes, this appears to be doing quite well. Good through the corners, and very good through everything else. It is so much farther ahead than the Nissan 370 was at this point. I don't think it's farther ahead than the oh well, maybe this might beat the Mini Cooper. Oh boy, if I hurried up right here, I think we might be able to beat the Mini Cooper. Okay, on to the times. The time for the Nissan Skyline was a 3, 21.23. And the time for the 370Z was a 3:30.45. The time for the Mini Countryman was a 3:22.67. So the Mini Countryman got in last. Sorry, second. Duh. 370Z came in way last. Is about 8 seconds behind the Countryman and 9 seconds behind the Skyline. That's a huge distance. That means that 370Z is a very slow vehicle. But the Skyline sort of blew me away. I predicted it being last, and it's first. Although I did also predict that the Countryman would either be in last or first, but it's in second. And I thought that the 370Z would stay in the middle. I guess my predictions are never really right. I'm sure one of them will come right eventually. But, well, it's been a fantabulous time. I will see you all in the next one. Peace.